Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast and a game between Sige and Liquid Huck here on Metalopolis. Here we have Sige spawning as, wow, let me adjust my microphone. Sige spawning as the red Terran player on Metalopolis here at the 3 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Huck spawning as the blue Protoss here at the 9 o'clock position. This will be a full cross spawn, and it may take some time for both players to find each other. This is the BattleNet version of the map, so it is possible to have an ally spawn here or here, depending if in the point of view of Huck or Sige. Now, Huck not scouting after the pylon here, opting to scout after the gateway, it appears. And meanwhile, back over here, we are going to see Sige perhaps set up a supply depot in just a moment. He's actually a little bit behind on that supply depot, so he will become supply blocked for about 7 to 10 seconds. So that will delay his SCV production. Unfortunately, the supply depot, the only supply building that actually takes 30 seconds. The pylon and the overlord all take 25. I'm not quite sure why. So anyways, back over here, the SCV is currently being trained up as well, and we should be getting up a barracks in just a moment. Sige opting to go for a 12 racks, almost a 13 racks there. So his build doesn't seem as solid as Huck is in this game. We are going to see Huck just mining away once more. He still has not done any scouting though. Finally scouting out after this probe here, or scouting out and now making his way down over here. It appears that he's going to do a cross location check first, as we are going to also get a proxy pylon down over here to be able to work in units onto that low ground. We are seeing the barracks currently being trained, and he's not going for a refinery. So it looks like Sige trying to go for a quick command center after a barracks, and he may get punished for this. We'll see what's going to be happening. Huck currently has one assimilator up. He is not training up a zealot. That command center could be trained. No, a supply depot being built. Yeah, supply depot being built in addition to an upgrade to an orbital command. A marine will be making its way out as Sige now comes down. Perhaps I'm just not Korean or familiar with the Korean build orders as much as the North American and the Europeans. He's going to come around over here, sees that there is no gas, and this is where probes just hide inside the vents, and they're just so annoying to try to figure out, because the probe can actually hide in right there, and even if the marine comes out right there, he will not see him. A second marine now joining in on the fight. There you go. The probe now trying to make a mad rad dash for it, and will he be able to do so? Down to 1 hit point. And oh, the SCV trying to get the attack, and it looks like the SCV comes in with the hero kill. We are going to get another supply depot here. An SCV of Sige for some reason not continuing his scouting there, as a Nexus already coming in from Huck. Huck knowing that he doesn't have to worry about any Banshee play or anything like that, since he didn't spot any gas, and then responding with a Nexus of his own. The Nexus about halfway completed, so actually the Nexus of Huck will be up and in place faster than this command center, as Sige now finally goes into that double gas in order to try to catch up in tech. SCV is still wandering around on the inside. Stalker will be coming out. We are going to be getting up a Cybernetics core in just a moment. That SCV trying to disrupt the mining and able to do so, but the SCV is able to come in and get a decent surround and deal enough damage for that Stalker to get in one final hit. There are some proxy pylons being set up by Huck. We do have 3 gateways that will be upgrading to warp gates in just a second here, and that may be able to put down a lot of pressure. We already have, in addition, we have 3 Raxes, just training up as many Marines as possible. No tech lab and no reactor yet. So no tech lab, no reactor, as the Stalkers now take to the low ground and attempt to push their way through. We are going to have an SCV attempt to build a bunker, not be successful at all, as the Marines in a very tight ball able to get off a lot of damage there. And oh, it looks like the Stalkers being very, very careful. The Marines just sticking up onto that high ground, making sure to not fall over and then get within sight, as the Stalkers do have superior range. Siege sitting at 38 food, 22 probes versus 27. There are 10 Marines out in the field. Additional Marauders are being trained as well. So even though Siege has the larger food count, it's because some of those units are currently being trained, as opposed to the Stalkers, which only take about 5 seconds to build. Now this is going to be one of those interesting situations. If Huck actually comes up the ramp and places down a force field, like right here, he could push down some of those Marines and get them to be killed. I'm not sure if a sentry needs line of sight in order to cast force field. That would be something to experiment with, where a sentry blindly casts force field, and then if the units were there, they could actually be pushed down. If, say, Huck knew where the units were. There we go. And where's the force field? Oh, no force field. There you go. There's the force field, but a little bit late, as the Siege just comes down the ramp and is able to take the low ground. Huck was not watching at that time and will not be able to really do all too much there. Siege now getting those 2 additional bunkers into place, and Huck now being forced to just retreat and regather and regroup. You can see Huck now getting even more probes, sitting at 38 probes, continuing the chrono boost. He will be backing off these pylons. These pylons most likely will fall as long as Siege is good at trying to scout them out. Army compositions: 58 food, 57. The Terran army much larger in minerals, but the other army, the Liquid Huck's army, also much larger in gas. Here comes the Ghost. The Ghost, 2 Ghosts with EMP shockwaves, will be able to deplete all the shields on the sentries, Stalkers, and Zealots, as they do not have over 100 shields there. We are getting the Zealot leg research, and a robotics facility is now warping in. Scanner sweep, a misplaced scanner sweep, not really revealing too much information. You can see, take a look at Siege. Siege pretty much sees 3 gateways, 4 gateways, and that is it. Forge armor upgrade now underway. The Zealot leg research about halfway completed already, as really Huck has a lot of just map presence and map sight. A Dark Shrine also being added as well, and I'm expecting a Nexus to be coming in here soon, as we can see that Huck already sitting at 50 probes. He will be getting diminishing returns on any additional probes that he trains, and he is still relentlessly adding to his probe count. Stalkers, Marines, a Stalker running away from a group of Marines and Marauders there. 1 Marine should perhaps be sitting at the Zelnaga tower. A supply depot, scouting the supply depot, scouts out a pylon, as Marines now make their way over and attempt to take down this pylon. The pylon doesn't stand a chance, as it can't fight back. Ghost, 3 Ghosts in this composition. Huck being very careful to separate the army already, so that the EMP shockwaves are not going to deal that much damage. You can see there's the scanner sweep, and where's the EMP shockwave? No EMP shockwave just quite yet, as the Marines are now trying to push in, and there's the Guardian shield. EMP shockwave on the sentries, another EMP shockwave pretty much missing. 1 more needs to be hit there, and there you go, finally getting enough damage, but too little, too late. The Marauders and Ghosts and all of the units of Siege just gonna get destroyed. And yeah, the Stalker is gonna have their way against that 1 poor Ghost there, as the units are once again on the move. Back over here, double pylons and a Nexus now warping in. We still have this proxy pylon set up. Huck sitting at 77 over 124, as the units are still warping in once more. Level 2 armor upgrades, and the Marines do not have any weapon upgrades at all. That will definitely be a problem, as a round of 1 Guardian shield plus level 2 armor, or level 2 weapons upgrade, will give level 3 armor. That supply depot trying to hide itself on a building. I guess that's the perfect place to hide a building on top of a building inside of a building. Yeah, Metalopolis on top of some skyscrapers. So Stalkers are now making out, and yeah, not making out. Stalkers now moving out with all of these units there, and now picking off an SCV and blinking back once more. Medevacs are in the air. Ghosts are being added, but it doesn't feel like Siege has a good control on the pace of the game. A lot of his barracks are not producing anything. Finally, I'm ramping up his Marine production once more, as the Stalkers going after this one. As low SCV, down it goes, and now able to just retreat back up onto the high ground. The Marines and the Marauders with Stim attempting the chase, unable to do so. And now this supply depot, yeah, just gonna get destroyed very, very easily. Down it goes. And now both sides battling it out, and then a nice blink once more. So the Marauders unable to catch up to those blinking Stalkers, as a blink obviously moving much faster. Even if they get hit by a concussive shell, they have a very decent sized lead. Ground armor level 2 almost completed, as the Stalkers are just playing a game of chicken with Siege. Siege now level 1 weapons upgrade halfway completed. The ground armor about to be completed as well. But we are now getting some Dark Templars. Dark Templars making their way into the field. No missile turrets, and this is going to be a nightmare, as the Dark Templars could just run inside the base and get as much damage as possible. Dark Templars engaging over here, as the Dark Templars are now running into the mineral lines. I would assume no Dark Templars in mineral lines just quite yet, as Scanner Sweep revealing one Dark Templar. Down it goes. I'm not quite sure what Siege is trying to do here, or what Huck's trying to do. Huck does have a couple Dark Templar out in the field, but he is not dealing any academic damage. There he goes, finally getting some damage with that Dark Templar. SCVs coming around to try to take it down. Will be able to do so, and there was a Marauder nearby as well. Another Dark Templar now making its way in, and it will be able to get even more damage inside here, and now getting some damage. Oh, an EMP Shockwave. Down goes that one Dark Templar, as the Dark Templar is going after Ghost. This Ghost down to 140 hit points. Another EMP Shockwave needs to be coming in. EMP Shockwaves himself, but is able to get at least one Dark Templar, and now the Ghost trying to run away. It doesn't look like the Ghost will be able to, as the Dark Templar does move a little bit faster. And now the Marauders and the Marines fighting against these level of 5 armor units as they continue to give chase. Zealots, however, getting destroyed as they are outside of that Guardian shield, as the Zealots are now once again reinforcing. So these group of units are just going to get absolutely surrounded, as Zealots now come in from the front as well. So Siege just losing all of his units here. Down it goes once more. You can see the Dark Templars trying to shut down any more of these additional units here. You can see blink up onto the high ground, and a blink up onto the high ground. Stalkers now coming in. Zealots swarming in from behind. And there's the GG from Siege. So Siege losing to Liquid Huck here on Metalopolis. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed all the Liquid Huck games today. Very, very interesting play style. Very aggressive use of sentries. Sentries are very strong for the Protoss army. Just very strong. I won't use the dreaded 2 letters. I don't think that they are OP, but it almost feels like most Protoss strategies, successful strategies, do revolve around them a bit much. But then again, if you remove them, then you just can't remove them. But yeah, very, very strong sentry play. Guardian shields working out so well. Level 1 weapons upgrade against level 2 armor plus Guardian shield equals GG, as the Marines only deal 2 damage per attack, minimizing the damage by 50%. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.